Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing the Mirage 2000C guns. I did it a couple months ago when I started the channel, but this time I should be hopefully a bit more proficient with the system. The goal is not to do anything special. The goal really is just to talk you through my moves to hopefully help you gain experience from what I'm doing. So first and foremost is a head-to-head merge. Merging with a MiG-23, I'm going to be more maneuverable. I don't want to show up supersonic at the merge. It's guns only, so no need to do anything with your left hand with a throttle. No need to be very careful. I like to go below. It looks like he's not doing a great job initially, so I'm going to do like this. I'm going to go nose up. I'm going to keep those stuff like this. And what I'm going to be doing now is, there you go. I'm not going to put my nose directly onto him. Why? Because I'm much more maneuverable. We're guns only. So I'm going to try to regain some airspeed right here. I'm going to try to go back vertical for... Oh, that's cool. He's going nose high a lot. You see my closure speed? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some sort of a high yo-yo like this. Turn. And I'm going to try to go directly inside is 6 o'clock. Look, up, there we go. Where is he? There you go. And let's move slowly inside is 6 o'clock. There you go. So now we're in pure pursuit. And just keep in mind there are other enemy aircraft coming. So what we just demonstrated was poor maneuverability from the enemy, but we didn't try to lead the show, didn't try to lead what was going on, just reacting to his moves to put yourselves in a good shooting position. There you go, and he's off. Perfect. So now I think I have more enemy aircraft coming in. So let's see on the map here. There you go. Friendly aircraft and another enemy aircraft right here, 8 miles. Let's just check the type of enemy aircraft. I don't know yet. So I'm going to be gaining some altitude pre-merge, okay? I hate being too high. Sukhoi 27, so it's a beast. But let's try to gain some altitude initially. So in real life, it's easier to maintain visual. On this one, I'm extremely fast. I'm going to have to be extremely careful with my G's. And let's remove this. Okay, so he saw me, he's maneuvering, he's starting in a very bad position. I'm not gonna get too aggressive initially on him. There you go. Now I'm gonna be able to pull a bit more and I'm gonna move myself in a good shooting position. So what he did here is just plainly bad thanks to the poor II, but it's all good practice for us to learn from the enemy mistakes, and it's good practice to see how we can react. So what I could have done better is maintaining more knots. Is very powerful, but I'm lucky. He's going nose down and up, there you go. Other enemy aircraft right there. So I've got the MiG-29 plus the Sukhoi. I'm gonna stick with the Sukhoi for a little while, and because he's like offering himself to me, I'm gonna try to get rid of the Sukhoi and then switch to the MiG. Ready, and there you go. Okay, so Sukhoi is off. MiG moved into a good position behind me, and I'm going in some sort of a roller to put myself, and now I have to be very careful with the speed. See my speed, I have to be extremely careful. He has a lot of energy. He's doing a good job doing his rollers. There he is. So I'm going to put my lift vector on him and slightly behind him if I can, but I'm very slow and I don't like that. So I've got 19,000 feet, that's why I'm not accelerating much. And oh, I'm lucky. I'm going to be using the altitude like this to regain some airspeed. And there you go. Now I'm releasing the stick, putting myself ahead of him a little bit and wait for it. Now I'm going to be pulling. Now I'm pulling. Why? Because I've got a lot of energy and I can pull and yet maintain a good energy. And snap. I missed. Okay, so that's extremely weird. We're like very fast in a combat where we should be very slow. So that's very weird. Okay, so He's going back nose up. He's much faster than I am. I decided to pull back on the stick a little bit just to make sure I don't fly in front of his guns. And now I've got time, okay? So he's burning a lot of gas, so am I. So even though I've got time, I want to reduce my TTK, time to kill. And let's do some lead pursuit. I'm gonna get closer, peeper and let's move it slowly. Peeper come on, and up. Ah, okay, I missed that one. Bad on me. So I'm doing some sort of a barrel roll. I was surprised by the fact that my aiming help disappeared as I was getting too close. I'm not very familiar with the 2000, so I'll just learn. Next time I'll slow down my closure. And honestly, there was no need for me to maintain that much closure. Okay, never mind, still offensive, regaining some airspeed. I've got 65 bullets of 30 Mach left coming in with some closure again, reducing my speed a little bit, and there you go. Okay, off he goes. Victory roll, and good. So what did we learn on that very short, intense mission? The first one is, as they have more enemy coming in, you want to mitigate the time to kill. You want to do it as fast as possible. It's always better. Let's do it again. Second one is making mistake. The AI isn't very good in those easy modes. So they're making mistakes, which is a good training. Don't think too highly of yourself. Like, no disrespect meant. I'm having fun flying those setups. It's a good way to make mistakes, learn from them, and try other stuff. You want to sometimes have easy targets to shoot at to gain expertise and try new techniques. What you can, for example, do is say, hey, I'm going to go head-to-head with a MiG-23, but this time, guess what? I'm going to be climbing a lot, and I'm going to try to attack him like this from above. Doesn't make much sense, I know. I'm going to give him a huge initial advantage, and we'll see from that pretty poor position how I can react. So now I'm reacting, pulling some G's, getting toward the enemy, but I clearly gave him a good advantage initially, and now I'm gonna have to work my way back into his control zone. So luckily it's a MiG-23, so it's not that difficult, hopefully. But I know his reinforcements are coming in, and I'm gonna have to be extremely fast. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm waiting a little bit. Oh, lucky me, he's moving away from me like this. Now I'm regaining airspeed, pulling some lead. I need to reaccelerate a little bit. He's much faster than I am. I'm gonna cut a little bit inside his trajectory. And let's pull some lead. So pulling some lead means I put my nose in front of him. I try to get closer. And now you see I've got 150 knots of closure speed, says my radar. I'm getting close to the supersonic speed, I have to be careful. Moving my peeper, and MiG-29 is approaching. There you go, he's off and directly moving toward the MiG-29. MiG-29, I've got only 310 knots. Still gonna go ballistic. I'm still gonna put my nose up on that one. And we're going head to head. So extremely fast closure speed, head to head, pulling nose up. He's going nose down, which is, if you ask me, a huge mistake. So I am turning my nose around like this. And very fast, I'm putting my nose back down to reaccelerate. And I'm gonna go again vertical behind him. Check this out. There you go, thank you, Mr. MiG-29. So I'm gonna really have a speed issue right here, but I don't care, I'm working and I'm managing my angles. I don't care being extremely slow, because I move myself close to his control zone, and I'm gonna stay there, and there is no way he's gonna get rid of me. So look, I'm loading a little bit, and now I'm almost in pursuit, I'm behind him, I can rework on my airspeed, gain some airspeed back, and I really work the geometry of combat to my advantage. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And sometimes you can bleed your airspeed to put yourself in a very good geometric position. And now I'm getting closer, building some energy back, and I'm gonna put some lead, unload a little bit. You see my airspeed, and now I can pull slowly. Well, there you go, and now life is gonna get much easier. The Sukhoi is approaching, so I want to get rid of him now as fast as possible. Okay, so moving in for a shot. Stable, try to be as stable as possible. I'm gonna have to pull some lead, not too much because I want to gain airspeed. Got 109 bullets. And putting a little bit of lead, touched. There you go, he ejected. So now my objective is to regain situation awareness. If I had a GCI, it would be calling the directions. I've got this enemy Sukhoi right here, merging with a Sukhoi. I need to reaccelerate, and you see I've got 12,000 feet below me. So I'm using that vertical altitude. I'm using it to my advantage, gaining some airspeed, pulling my nose up, and check this out. Going upside down, and now I'm pulling behind him. So as he's doing one single turn, I'm doing two. I'm reversing my turn very aggressively, moving myself into his 6 o'clock. And as a 1v1 dogfight, that's exactly where you want to go. So always, always, always try to put yourself at your enemy's 6 o'clock, and then you can finish him. There you go, easy task. So one single mistake can lead to an extremely fast kill. So what I wanted to demonstrate with the second setup is first one, put myself in a bad situation initially, work the geometry to put myself in a good shooting position. Setup number two, more aggressive on my side. Setup number three was, hey, now I'm going for it. I know again that the AI is not very good in those one, but use those setups to build expertise, try new stuff, and work on your geometry. When the AI makes mistake, capitalize on it, learn from it, debrief yourself, and enjoy yourself, because there is growth in suffering and difficulty, but there is also a big need for motivation, and nowadays with what's happening in the world more than ever. So treat yourself, enjoy the type of scenarios. I'm having a blast flying those. Thank you, DCS, and I'll see you soon for a French version. I'm going to do two again. French versions it's going to be released tomorrow, and hopefully we're going to be reaching 10,000 subs on this channel extremely fast, and I might start doing live events with the 10,000 live stuff. I might be able to do more live streaming stuff like that. Stay tuned for more exciting stuff coming up, and I'm not going to be flying the MAX anytime soon for lots of reasons. Not going to be flying much in 2021, but hopefully again in 2022. Fly safe, enjoy yourself, and if you want one-on-one coaching, you know how to get in touch with me. See you soon.